Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop. Get cash back at over 3,500, I'm going to say it again, 3,500 stores across every single category, including fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, and so much more.
Membership is free and it's easy to sign up. I love it because it helps me get great deals on my favorite brands like Fenty Beauty, Crocs, Adidas, all the things. Cashback rates change daily. Start all of your shopping at Rakuten.com or get the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cashback really adds up. Okay, y'all. This is Monet Exchange. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. My U.S. tour of my hit Edinburgh Fringe Festival show, Life Be Lifin', is coming across America, baby. We're coming to Seattle, Portland, Denver, Salt Lake City, Tucson, Asheville, Atlanta, Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., and San Francisco, starting April 30th all the way through May 19th. Y'all, I am so beyond proud of this show. It's so dope. It's so fierce, and I want you guys to all experience it. So please go to MonetExchangeLive.com and get tickets to see my hit one-woman show, Life Be Lifin', about, darkly humorous, poignant, coming of age, singing a one-woman show. You don't want to miss it. I'll see y'all there.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Sibling Watchery. We're reviewing episode 14 of season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Are you a Nelly Furtado fan?
Nelly Furtado? I mean, I like her.
I'm like a bird, I want to fly away.
Are you a Nelly Furtado fan, or do you know like two of her songs?
I only know those two. And ooh, move your body, girl, make the fellas go. Is there another one? Does she have an album?
She has albums. She has a He's a Man, that makes you work
That's her?
hard, make you sweat.
That's not Nelly Furtado.
I'm pretty sure that's Nelly. Jacob, can you Google that? I'm pretty sure that's Nelly Furtado.
I love that song. Somebody used to have it in a mix that was really good. It was a really good mix, and I remember, and it would end with that song. And I was like, "Why?" I used to love that song. I did not know that was Nelly Furtado.
I wouldn't call myself a huge Nelly Furtado. What, Jacob?
Promiscuous.
That's Nelly Furtado.
Yeah,
yep,
You're teasing me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't be mad. Don't just
Nelly got some hits.
So,
Nelly. Nelly.
Her name is Nelly Furtado.
Oh, yeah. Nelly, she got some hits. She has some I don't know if they were number ones, but there are definitely her records sitting in the top 10.
Nelly has some certified bangers for sure. Certified bangers.
Okay, she's underrated. Well, by me,
I
anyway.
I would call myself a huge Nelly Furtado fan, but I do certainly like Nelly Furtado. And in the early 2000s, I was definitely feeling my Nelly Furtado fantasy, 100%.
Yeah. But you know what? Do you know who's not on RuPaul's Drag Race season 16? Nelly Furtado. Honestly, petition for Nelly to open up season 17. I want Nelly as the first guest. Nelly, the rapper, or Nelly Furtado. I want a Nelly for season 17.
Her name is Furtado, not Furtado.
I said Furtado.
Furtado. You're saying Furtado.
I'm adding an R. That's just my accent. To quote you, that's my accent. I'm not saying bruschetta. I'm just saying with my accent.
Interesting. That's so interesting. I didn't realize that your accent made you put R's places they don't belong.
Bob, you make fun of my accent literally every other episode. What's
I didn't know your accent?
Claire in there?
I didn't know your accent involved you putting R's in places they don't belong. I didn't know that was part of the accent.
Well, it's just how I talk.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's so interesting.
Also, you want to fix your chain?
No, this is how I want my chain. Do you want to mind your business?
Okay.
Are you interested in doing that? Does minding your business speak to you, or do you want to stay in my business? Which one?
You cannot fix the chain. It's literally
I just want to know if you want to mind your business. If that's what you want to do?
You can leave that chain how you want to, girl.
If that's what you want to do, I will hide the whole chain.
She give it 2 chains, no chains.
Honey.
No chains.
Yeah, mind your business, bitch. Mind your fucking business, honey.
So this is the penultimate. Well, not the penultimate, because now we found out there's honestly, this gets revealed at the end of the episode. No surprise. I thought this was the penultimate. This is the last judging of the queens. I'm not judging, like the last judge's critique.
It's the last elimination episode.
Yeah, there we go. But we have 2 more episodes. Next week, we're going to get a RuPaul Lollapalooza for $50,000. I'm glad the Drag Race is... What?
Nothing. No, nothing.
I'm glad that Drag Race is throwing more money at the girls because, as we all know, girls spend a lot of money to do the show. Tia Coffee recently revealed that on her All Stars UK versus the World season, she spent $25,000 on her package. And I know girls spend a lot of money on the show, so I'm happy the show is giving the girls more cointadas or chances to win more money for being there, which is really, really lovely. And yeah.
It is well that the lip sync Lollapalooza winner will make more money than well, actually, maybe not, but you used to be where the second place girl didn't make any money, but now in the past couple of seasons they've been giving second place money, which is so interesting.
Second place got money last season too. I know it happened Lady Camden season.
There was a time or two. I don't remember every single time. I'm not that much of a Drag Race historian, but there have been times they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just give y'all some money."
Girl, exhibit. You're looking at one. Raja, 5th place, got $50,000. Second place, I got 0.
Do you think you deserve more than Raja?
For being second place, yes. In what world, in any pageant, the person in 5th place gets more than the person in second place? That's crazy.
I'm just wondering if you think you deserve more than Raja.
In the context of RuPaul Drag Race All-Star Season 7, yes.
And what title did she win?
Miss, she already done had hers is.
She done already done, and that was like a lip sync thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bottom 4 lip synced for that, and the top 4 lip sync for the crown.
Well, Raja got what she. So maybe this is one of those situations you were saying, like the other girl, where like some girls just jealous other girls got stuff they wanted, but Raja got it and you didn't. So I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not jealous. I just think I'm owed that.
You're not jealous. It's just kind of funny, huh? It's just funny.
Yeah. Ain't it funny? Who is that?
I love that you're like, I'm not jealous. I just want something she has for myself.
Ashanti. Ain't it funny, baby, have me. Which her and Nelly are like, oh wait, see, Bob, we need to do sibling pop culture. There's so much pop culture we need to discuss. But y'all, I've been advocating for us to get this. Bob has been fighting me every step of the way. So
that's literally not true. Why are you saying that's literally not true? You're absolutely making
then let's do it next week then.
Okay.
Okay,
you're like I've not tried to stop you from doing this. You will make
every
up
turn,
a lie.
Every turn.
Just like you lied about how I sing more than you. You've been singing the entire episode. I haven't sang a single word.
Okay.
But you'll be like, you sing more than me. And by the way, our poll, you were decimated in the poll.
Okay, decimated is not decimated.
Destroyed.
Okay. Landslide. That is not true. It was like 60-40. That's not decimated. Decimated would be like 80-20. Boy, you clearly don't know what a landslide means, because that's not a landslide victory.
Honey, you have a house in Malibu because it was a landslide, baby.
There was a landslide last night, Bob. Please.
Was there really? Was there really?
Yeah, like 10 people died.
Oh my God, I didn't know anyone died. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, not cool, bro. Not cool. The earthquake in New York City was by the way, it was 66-33, not 60-40. So fix your numbers before you come for me. For your name to be involving money and exchanging, you should know the statistics better. Also, 66-33 is a landslide, honey.
It's on the 70-30 would be a landslide. 66-33 is not a landslide.
Okay. So wait. So let me guess. 67-32 is a landslide. If it was one, I'm 1% away, nigga. You really own one.
Also, now Bob trying to change to the next natural disaster you could think of.
And I was intrigued by all the. I mean, I don't want to feel that bad about that. I mean, sorry to everyone who died in Malibu. Sorry, but I mean, anyway, but the New York thing was just funny because all these memes are being like the aftermath of the New York City earthquake, and it's like a salt shaker fell over, some coffee spilled out of a cup.
My favorite was
been in an earthquake.
Huh?
Have you ever been in an earthquake?
I never have. Apparently, I've been in some in LA, and I have not felt them anytime. So apparently, I have. I never felt one.
I've been in a building in New York City where the subway train makes the building shake.
Yes, especially pretty much anything below fucking 14th Street. I don't know why. Like on Broadway, like the trains are maybe they're just closer to the ground. Like the end line specifically down there on like 8th Street and shit like that. But where when Exchanger used to shoot at Build, you would feel the ground shaking when the train would pass.
I feel the earth move. Now I'm singing.
Who's singing now?
66% says you. Landslide says you.
And I took it down.
Let's get back into our conversation about RuPaul's Drag Race Saison 16. So, Saphira, this is one of Saphira's only flubs in the history of Drag Race. Apparently, she did flub once when she used her potion too soon, and she also flubbed a little bit when she had the lip sync last week, obviously, and she sent home morphine.
But I'm also gagged that Saphira is talking about this, and they're showing a clip of the lip sync, and they have the nerve to cut to one of the crunchiest cartwheels I've ever. This is after Monique, not showing Saphira's crunchy cartwheel with her legs like damn pretzels. I was like, y'all, there are more shining moments from the lip sync. Y'all didn't have to show that part. Shady.
The cartwheel was not great, but the lip sync was good though.
It was a good lip sync. With that,
they could have showed the split versus the cartwheel. Who else did? I remember when I was there for season 10. There were lots of cartwheels on that initial runway.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, you were there for season 10? Right, the first thing.
You did a cartwheel. Mayhem did a cartwheel. Cracker did a cartwheel. I think Mo Hart did a cartwheel. No, Mo Hart was she on your season?
Yeah, she was.
I think Mo did a cartwheel. No, she didn't. There were. I remember being like, "Is everyone gonna do a cartwheel? This is crazy."
But one of them was better than the rest.
One of them was. You're right. One of them was really good. There was one really good cartwheel in there. And that's really humble of you. That's really humble of you to admit that.
Anyways,
I gotta say that I'm impressed.
They're in the top episode. Shoe Q shades PJ's leotard, and rightfully so. I am standing still 10 toes down that was not a great look, and I'm gagged that it won the week, and I'm finally happy that Q's throwing some shade. I agree with Q on this shade throwing.
Well, I mean, Q's been throwing shade, but yeah, Q did clock that. And now they're adding up all the wins. Nymphia and Q have 2 wins. Saphira and Jane both have 4 wins. The cards do not look stacked in Nymphia or Q's favor by any stretch of the imagination. And I love when Saphira says they should be shaking in their boots while I'm shaking in my biscuit heels. And I'll say this. I know Saphira as a competitor, and honestly, I would be shaking in my boots too. She's a very, very, very good competitor. I used to compete against her years ago in New York City when she was a baby queen. And she has grown so much since
then.
What did
y'all, like, what, Star Search? What did y'all compete in?
Yeah, Star Search, yeah. We used to compete at Star Search together. And I think she would also once in a while do Cattle Call, too.
Cattle Call. That was the one on Wednesdays with
Therapy.
Yeah.
That was on Thursday. No, Tuesday. I don't remember. I think it was Tuesdays. I can't remember that.
And then we come back into the next day.
No, Tuesdays with Lieutenant Burner.
Yeah, Tranimal.
Animal mixed with trans people. Tranimal.
Can we say that? Are you get in trouble for saying Tranimal? I don't even know.
That's what it was called. We're not coining the phrase. We're just saying it was called Tranimal.
No, I don't.
We might. I don't know. We might. Maybe. I don't fucking know. We'll see. I've already made fun of the mudslide, so we're almost there.
No, what's a mudslide? I need you to reel it in, Bob. A landslide, not a mudslide. It's not a cocktail.
So you admit it was a landslide. Thank you. Very mature. You've shown a lot of maturity today. I'm really impressed with you. Gotta be honest.
You're my fucking nutsack. Anyway, we go into the next day of the mini challenge. This looks like a very fun mini challenge. I would love to do this. This looks very fun.
Yeah, I thought it looks fun. I don't know why they were complaining. It looks like one of my favorite. There's no puppet show this year.
Well, we talked about this. The puppet show is not. I know in your mind you think it's.
I'm just pointing out there's no puppet show. I didn't say. I didn't say. My God, I can't believe it. I just said, oh, there's no puppet show this year.
Well, a couple episodes ago, I think you and I had a spirit. I won't say a debate, a spirited chat about the frequency of said puppet show, and I was saying I don't think it happens that often. But the times it has happened, they've been really good. That to me, that's why, like yours and season 12. They've been very good. That's why they feel like a staple.
It's like you're trying to resurrect this spirited chat, and all I'm just saying is, oh, there was no puppet show this year.
Okay, I'm good. I feel the energy that you have today. I'm not doing it today, so I'm gonna choose.
Okay, don't do it. So during this lip sync, I think Saphira is actually doing the best. I really enjoy Saphira's dipping her head in and out. I find that entertaining. And Nymphia does not know the words of the song.
And RuPaul says, I guess not everyone knows the lyrics to my song. I was like, bitch, you don't be knowing either.
Have you seen the clip of her doing Call Me Mother at DragCon?
Yes.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm
what
like,
if someone popped up and said, "Bitch, you don't even know the name of all your drag daughters, all your legendary children, honey."
yeah, but this nigga fun me. I love when Drag Race does fun ones and like interesting ones. Like that. I would love to do something like this. This is very cute, very fun.
You have all the things you need to go do this at home. You have a waterproof camera. You have
Do I? What waterproof camera I got?
Your cell phone.
My cell phone's on I'm not submerging my phone into water.
You can.
I'm not. See, they're water
Resistant.
They're not waterproof.
Resistant.
They're water resistant. They're not waterproof.
So water resistant. The way that water resistant works is it typically refers to the amount of time it's underwater and how deep it goes into the water. So you can put your phone you could probably don't listen to me y'all, but you can probably put your phone like a foot in the water. It'll be fine.
Okay, well but bring your phone over here. Well, let's do it with yours. I don't want to do it with mine.
I'm happy to do that.
Okay, great. I'll just say that because he's not in town for like another motherfucking month. We're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna remember. So that's why you're saying that.
You can go. I'm happy to do it. It'd be so much fun.
I was gonna say something about. Wait, oh my god! Stop! Don't say Ginkgo biloba. I know. The water challenge. Oh, can you open your when you swim either in a pool or in the ocean? Which I know you don't, but in the time that you have, can you open your eyes in the water?
I don't open my eyes in the water now.
That's so weird.
All right.
Because anytime Andy's flabbergasted that I open my eyes in the water, but like it doesn't burn. Like I'm just opening my eyes in the water. Like I'm like, how else are you supposed to see where you're swimming when you're under the water? I don't understand if you don't have fucking goggles.
I don't swim, so this is not really something I think about very often.
Got it.
I don't like swimming. Swimming doesn't feel fun to me. But I do know that a lot of people can't open their eyes. You know, it's common. A lot of people that can't open their eyes in the water, especially in salt water. Cannot. Because you're opening your eyes, but there's just salt water in your eyes. There's salt water in your eyes.
But it's not salt water like the Dead Sea. That's like crazy. I've opened my eyes to the Dead Sea water, and that was crazy. But in regular ocean,
the smallest amount of salt doesn't feel good. For me, maybe you have superhuman eyes. I don't want chlorine in my eyes, and I don't want salt in my eyes.
I think it's just it's an adaptation or an evolution. Like I've just grown accustomed to it. It doesn't burn, maybe.
Well, that's not what evolution is.
I said an adaptation. I corrected myself. It's an adaptation.
You actually said adaptation or evolution. So evolution was
I didn't say or. I said one of the other, and I corrected myself. I meant to say it's an adaptation.
So you meant to say, got it. Okay.
Anyways, so Saphira,
I also noticed they're focusing on Plain Jane's ass a lot in this cameraman.
And it doesn't look good.
That's whatever. One of these cameramen is really trying to get up in Jane's cheeks.
Well, not that it doesn't look good, but like she's wearing like a leotard that's like when you wear a type of underwear that's like it's basically cutting your cheek in half. That's not a flattering butt for anyone. But when I do that, it doesn't look good. I'm like, give the girl over. Stop showing her ass being segmented into like 4 different sections. It's not cute. But anyway,
I wasn't here to judge her ass or anything. I was just saying there were really a lot of ass up the crack shots.
Well, RuPaul is talking about it, so they're like, okay, RuPaul is mentioning what they're not going to show.
What did Ru say about it? Ru didn't say anything. It was Q. Q was like, I don't love my view here.
No, Ru commented on PJ's ash. That's when the kind of camera referenced it for us.
What did Ru say? I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but he referenced it. Saphira Cristál wins this challenge, and she wins a trip to Puerto Vallarta. Have you still not been to PV?
I've been to PV several times.
Oh, okay. For like vacay?
For different things. For vacation. I've never worked there, so yeah, vacation.
Really? I feel like I don't even know that part of your life.
Well, I went there.
Interesting. That's when. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that.
When what? What?
No, that was like the infamous COVID and people going there and. That was
what do you mean people? What people? What do you mean people?
That video of Vanjie.
What people?
Vanjie and Silky at the club. And Vanjie just hiding behind Silky and COVID. That shit was so good. Oh, that shit was so good.
It's also when the boat sank off the coast of PV.
Girl, it was going down literally in PV during the pandemic. That shit was wild, girl.
Yeah, that was a wild time in... I don't think we'll be able to explain to people who weren't alive what the lockdown was like. I don't think we'll ever be able to explain it. Ever, to be honest. And I also don't think I don't think we'll ever be able to explain life pre-lockdown to people who are born in like the next few years. You know?
Like, would you say like life is much different now after than before? Like,
I think life is different. Not much different, but it is different. It's kind of like pre and post 9/11. It's not like the world completely changed, but like there are just some things that are just different after 9/11.
I guess I can't pinpoint much that's different from, because like, I think the only thing that I see, some people still wear masks sometimes, but like social distancing. I mean, I think wearing masks from certain people and working from home are two things that were like permanent changes. But other than that, I don't really see any differences.
But those are pretty big things. Which is why a lot of the, if you walk around anywhere in the world, by the way, any city, any state, any town, especially a big city, you'll notice that there's not a lot of businesses. Like a lot of businesses are closed. They're like the empty storefronts, empty ass storefronts. And it's like, why is the storefront completely empty? It's because COVID fucking got the girls together. And also the mask is certainly a huge thing for sure. That's like a massive thing because there was but there were very, 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 very few people in America or outside of certain Asian countries wearing masks. And of course, a lot of them doing it in Asia because SARS was so big in Asia. And then COVID became big around the world.
Yeah, after COVID, I swore I was going to adopt masks into my routine like of life. I was like, no, this is actually great. And I did it for like, when they were stopped being mandated, I did it for like a month or two, and then I stopped. I do wear them when I'm on a flight and I'm going to sleep. I will put a mask on because if I'm real tired, I am this sleeper, and I don't need nobody seeing that. So I'll wear a mask to go to sleep on the plane.
Is it because of the drooling?
No, I don't drool as my mouth is wide open.
Oh, you don't drool? We're back on that one?
I didn't say, okay, when I'm sleeping, I don't drool. Bitch, do you drool every time you sleep?
So RuPaul comes into the workroom and announces
I don't drool any of the times that I sleep.
Bob,
I wake up dry.
Jacob, okay.
I wake up dry. I wake up dry. I wake up like bone dry.
Bullshit. Bitch, I have seen you sleep in my hotel rooms on my bed with me, and I've seen
bone dry.
Boy, anyway, I don't even need Jacob to confirm this because I've seen it with my own eyes. Anyway, moving
on. Bone dry.
RuPaul enters the workroom. And for this challenge, the girls they're inspired by Ru's memoir. What is it called? Life Will Be the Death of Me?
The House of Hidden Meanings.
The House of Hidden Meanings.
Life Will Be the Death of Me?
That's Chelsea Handler's book. That's not RuPaul's book.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
They have to write excerpts from their memoir and do a photo shoot and do an interview. And first of all, like, do we get to see these excerpts? Like, where are they?
I don't think they are. What I think it is probably like not Mad Libs, but they probably have like maybe 2 paragraphs they had to write so that he can reference in the interview. But I don't think they're really doing it.
Do we get to see these paragraphs anywhere? Can y'all release the paragraphs?
Probably not. But I was like, I would love to do this challenge. Ever since I saw it on season 6, I was like, this seems like such a fun challenge. I would have loved to do this challenge.
The writing and everything?
Or season 2. They did that too. That's when Jujubee did Memoirs of a Gay Shah.
Your book is shit. Your look is shit. Your outfit is shit. You are shit. I would never call Tatiana shit. You don't remember this? Raven goes, Tatiana was like, you think I'm shit? And Raven goes, I would never call you shit. And then it cuts to Raven going, her book is shit. Her look is shit. Her outfit is shit. She is shit.
I'm going to rewatch season 2. Season 2 is so unhinged. I love it. But yeah, would you like a challenge like this?
You will definitely be looking at people differently if you do. Would I like a challenge like this? Yeah, I like writing. Writing is fun for me. Yeah. And I like a photo shoot. So yeah, I think I would excel at a challenge like this. And I also think I do well in interviews as well. So I think I would really enjoy. I prefer to be interviewed than to interview, though. I got to be honest. I do not prefer to interview people.
I like both. I love interviewing people. I think I do find it to be very fun. But I would love this challenge.
I love having conversations with people, but I don't love interviewing people. Like I want to go. If we're talking, I want us both to be getting stuff from each other. Like, what's about you? Talk about me. Talk about you. Talk about me. I want to be me being like you. That doesn't particularly speak to me.
You were really good when you did Tia Mowry on my show.
Tia Mowry, I enjoyed interviewing her. I mean, I mean, it was fun, but I wouldn't do it consistently. I would not consistently interview people though. Like it didn't seem like something I would. That's what I was thinking to myself. Like I used to think that I wanted a late night show, but I don't. Like, I would never want a late night show where I'm like, I don't know, just too much focusing on other people. Like, I want to be a group effort, not just like, how can we highlight you? I wouldn't want my whole career to be highlighting other people.
Got it.
Yeah.
PJ is going into this challenge, and she wants to go in a very fun, light direction. Like, she doesn't want to get too serious and too heavy, which I think in the parameters of Drag Race, that's wise. They know that. Except I feel like this is one of the challenge you can lean, not fully, but you can lean a little more serious and have like a genuine moment, which we'll see in the challenge that does work. This is not one of those challenges that you have to be absolutely fucking stupid and make the judges laugh. I think this challenge requires a little range. You have to be a little fun and make and have a good repartee with your interviewee, who is in this case Matt Rogers. But you can also have a moment to tug on the heartstrings of the people listening. So I think you had to.
I just want to say, I think it's wild that they did not have us interview the girl. Not that I love interviewing, but like they were like the award-winning podcast. Like, no shade, but our podcast beat their podcast at the GLAAD Awards. No shade.
Honestly, like,
no shade.
I mean, but we talked about it. I think there is a missed opportunity I often feel for Drag Race to not incorporate their queens who are superstars, like gay and otherwise. Like, we would be. I feel like you and I would be a great addition to this episode. Episodes like acting and comedy, you'd be a really good addition. I could be coming to. So I think there are ways that they could incorporate the girls like Alaska, Trixie, but you know. It is what it is.
Well, they have had Alyssa come back and choreograph Big Girl. You were there for that one, Big Girl. And then they've had a few girls do walkthroughs for Snatch Game.
This is true. Shad did it this season. This is true. But I'm like, and Drag Race that likes to be so self-contained, and they like more, bitch, more, literally bigger, more. Why not all the time?
More. Can you name that movie?
Cher doing something.
More in the comments. If you know that movie, comment below.
Game of Thrones. That's a TV show.
You have to wait till the episode comes out. You have to just wait till the episode comes out.
I love the title of Nymphia's book. I think that is it is great. Breaking Wind, The Art of Letting Go. I think that is a fabulous title for this book. I love it.
I agree. I think that Nymphia's book is great. I think her cover is great. I think her interview is great.
We're not there yet, Bob.
And I'm just saying, Nymphia did a great job across the board. I'm just saying, Nymphia really crushed this challenge. I love the name of her book. Nymphia was really nervous about writing because she's like, I hate writing. I don't want to write a damn thing. I don't want to write nothing. Don't ask me about no motherfucking writing. But it's exactly what she got, basically.
Yeah, and Q says there's alphabet soup. What is it? Floating through the what is it? Alphabet soup.
Take a bite out of life.
Yeah, and she's talking about this, and she says because she wants to focus on life and joy because people know her for her life and joy and fashion and camp. And I want to say this, like I think Q makes honestly stunning costumes, stunning clothes, but I wouldn't call. Would you put Q in like
it's alphabet soup, savor every bite, which I think it should have been called savor every sip because you sip soup. And when she said, do you bite soup? I was like, that's a good point. Like, and also savor every sip has alliteration, which is better than save every bite anyway.
But yeah, I wouldn't. Would you put Q in like a fashion category? I would put her. Like, everything else makes sense to me, like her camp and everything she was saying, but I wouldn't necessarily make Q a fashion girly. I don't know, but maybe that's just me being being too ridiculous.
I think that sometimes in drag, the bridge between fashion and costuming is really, really thin. So, for example, someone would be like, Violet's a fashion girly, but Violet is wearing costumes. She would never call them costumes. But what Violet's wearing is like beyond the runway. It's like beyond the runway, what she's wearing. Mm-hmm. Same with Gottmik. What Gottmik is wearing is way beyond the runway. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At least in terms of Drag Race. I know when they get off Drag Race, they tend to tone it down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So is Q a fashion girl? In the case of drag, yeah. She's leaning more toward costume. But right. Yeah, why not? You know?
Yeah. They go into the shoots. And I mean, they're going to talk about this later. I mean, I know you have a lot of feeling about this too, but I don't feel like in the shoot, PJ's hair does not look like flat to me. And RuPaul calls it flat hair later. I'm like, I don't feel like it was flat. Like it is. Again, I'm someone that doesn't wear crazy big hair all the time, so maybe that's why. But I don't feel like it looks flat.
I don't like it. Like whether or not it's flat doesn't change the fact that I don't like this hair. And I think that I think that it's specifically the juxtaposition between the outfit and the hair. So like we've seen hair that is much flatter than this on Drag Race that no one says they worried about. We've seen the same sheer wig probably 6 times in this episode, on this fucking season. 8 different people have worn this fucking sheer wig. It is considerably flatter than this, but because it is long and flat, and this hair looks like it's trying to give volume through the curl or through the waves, it looks like it's trying to give something. So yeah, I understand the critique personally, and honestly, I'm not someone who's like drag has to be gigantic and big, but I do have an appreciation for big drag. I have an appreciation for lots of drag, but like when I look at what Mistress Isabel Brooks is doing, for me, that takes a lot more craft and skill than wearing a flat human hair wig.
Interesting. Once Affair is doing her shoot, I was thinking, because it's called Slewfoot. I always want to say Slewfoot, like a TH, foot. I was thinking like she should do something. I love the pose they're doing, but I feel like she should have wrapped the braid around her foot and do like, and I'm not saying like camp it up, like wrap it. I'm like, I don't think it's all that, but I wish she would have incorporated the long braid into her foot somehow to like even knock that home even more. But she ended up with a great product.
The point of it though is that like what would the braid do to the foot?
I don't know.
The
Just
point of what makes
play
your
with
foot,
it.
I guess what makes your foot slew is not pulling on it. It's just the way that it lands. I think that maybe if her braid were in the shape of her feet, around her feet or something, you know what I mean? But I also am someone who I don't really necessarily love. I like physical humor, but I don't always love when people do visual humor. I prefer to laugh at the words. Like I don't love when people do like sight gags with their costumes or their body, unless you're like really, really, really good at it. Like when Jimbo was tap dancing in Shirley Temple, that was insanely funny. That was like next level physical comedy funny. But then when someone like for example, later on, like being like, my pussy's on fire, that wasn't funny to me.
Yeah, I wrote that down too. I was like, I don't understand why the fire and her pussy, but go on.
I mean, I get the concept is like my pussy's on fire. I actually get it. I get
why,
it immediately.
Though?
You're this person. I got it. I just didn't want it.
But
you know
why?
What I mean? Because she's like, my pussy's on fire. I don't think it was deeper than that. I think it was just like, my pussy's on fire. I'm on fire. I have a fan and I'm fanning the fire.
Got it. And I thought Nymphia's outfit and her
because because RuPaul goes, my pussy is on fire, and now kiss the flames, not fan the flames. She goes, kiss the flames. But you would fan some flames sometimes. She says it during Sis That Walk. She goes, my pussy is on fire, now kiss the flames.
Oh yeah. And I think Nymphia looks great in hers. I hate Q's outfit. I don't understand. Again, but they didn't know this challenge was coming, so it's not like they brought outfits for this. Or maybe they got a prompt that it was, I don't fucking know. But whatever Q is wearing, I'm like, bitch, this outfit is ugly. This is the cover of your book. You don't have nothing else. It's also the end of the season though. So right. So you like use a lot of your drag already. So you're just pulling from what you have. I get it, but I'm like, ooh, girl.
I like this outfit. I think this outfit looks cute. I would wear this. Maybe minus the sleeves. I wouldn't put the sleeves on. I like to have my arms out. But I like the shape of this dress. I like her hair. I actually think this outfit is cute. And I do not like this book cover. I do not like the name of the book, and I do not like her interview. But no, her interview was actually fine. But this outfit, I do like this outfit.
Work. I am a happy cat lady. Actually, Bob, I'm thinking about, I think I might get a second Sphinx.
Oh, what a bad idea.
So the least I could do is feed my little kitty with the best cat food money can buy. So my cat's old food used to stank. And I used to dread having to open that container because then it would literally, the entire room would smell like the cat food. And I could see her also losing interest until we found Smalls. My cat prefers Smalls way more than the previous cat food. And honestly, when you put it like by side, it just looked like the Smalls looks 100% better. And this podcast is sponsored by Smalls.
Now, if you're listening to this show, I want you to know that my niece, Colleen, cannot live without Smalls. Smalls cat food is protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you'd find in your fridge. That's why veterinarians.org rates Smalls 10 out of 10 for ingredient quality. You know, I'm not a cat person, but I am a proud cat aunt, and I like to make sure my niece is getting the best high quality food she deserves. If it wasn't for me, she'd be eating kibbles over there, okay? After making the switch to Smalls, 78% of cat owners reported that their cats had shinier and softer fur. I can tell you, Colleen is the furriest hairless cat I've ever seen in my life. I can literally confirm. And that is a big deal.
Now is the time to make the switch to Smalls. Head to smalls.com/rivalry and use code RIVALRY at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use our code, y'all. Rivalry for 50% off your first order. One last time, that's promo code RIVALRY for 50% off your first order plus free shipping.
Home Chef is not just another fish in the meal kit sea. They are the gourmet catch you've been dreaming of. Say goodbye to swiping left on lackluster meals and swipe right on the one brand that'll make your taste buds swoon.
Whether you prefer classic meal kits with pre-portioned ingredients and easy instructions, speedy recipes ready in less than 30 minutes, oven-ready kits with pre-chopped ingredients, or quick microwave meals that assemble in minutes, Home Chef has you and your entire family covered for delicious meals without the hassle. Listen, y'all, I did the Home Chef for a really long time, and it was great. The meals were fresh. I felt like I was in my Emerald Lagasse stage. I felt like I was giving like Rachel Ray a debate. I really thought I was doing my big one, and I loved Home Chef, and if I was home more, I would do it even more.
For a limited time, Home Chef is offering our listeners 18 free meals plus free dessert for life, and of course, free shipping on your first box. Go to homechef.com/rivalry. That's homechef.com/rivalry for 18 free meals and free desserts for life. You heard that right. Homechef.com/rivalry. It must be an active subscriber to receive free dessert. Are you looking for new looks that help you revamp your style? Rakuten is an online shopping platform that rewards you for shopping. Rakuten gives you cash back when you shop at thousands of brands across almost every category, from apparel to shoes and to home essentials and even more. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop. Get cash back at over 3,500, I'm going to say it again, 3,500 stores across every single category, including fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, and so much more.
Membership is free and it's easy to sign up. I love it because it helps me get great deals on my favorite brands like Fenty Beauty, Crocs, Adidas, all the things. Start all of your shopping at Rakuten. Your cashback adds up. Rakuten has 15 million members who are already saving. Get the free Rakuten app and download the free browser extension. Also, girls, Rakuten finds you the best deals, sales, and coupons. They do the work of searching for coupon codes so you save time and money. Cashback rates change daily. Start all of your shopping at Rakuten.com or get the Rakuten app to start saving today. Your cashback really adds up.
Spring is in full bloom. Are your finances blooming too? With the Chime Secured Credit Builder Visa Credit Card, it is easy to start building credit with everyday purchases and regular on-time payments with no annual fees or interest. And if your credit score grows, so could your opportunities for lower rates on loans, like for a car or a home. The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card has no annual fees, interest, or credit check to apply. Use it anywhere Visa credit cards are accepted. Build credit using your own money. Set up a qualifying direct deposit, sign up for Spot Me, and Chime will spot you up to your limit when you make a credit card purchase or cash withdrawal that exceeds your balance. Access 60,000 plus fee-free ATMs. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. Easily find one near you with the Chime app. Use Chime to pay anyone, Chime members or not, and cash out your money fee-free. With Chime's secure credit card, you can start improving your credit score right away. Get started today at chime.com/rivalry. That's chime.com/rivalry. Chime feels like progress. The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawals and OTC advances fees may apply. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com, disclosure for details.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite siblings, Bob and Monet, and we have some upcoming dates that we would love to see y'all at.
Please do not forget to come see us on May 5th at the Netflix A Joke Comedy Festival in Los Angeles, California.
And then we're doing Sibling Rivalry Live in San Diego on June 7th, a summer of siblings. Sounds fabulous to me. So they do the interviews, and I wrote down PJ. She's like not giving any insight into her book. Her whole thing's about the plane crash and step. What is it called? It's called PJ's book is called Plane Crash: How I Walked Away from Disaster. I'm like, so you're telling me that this is you're gonna tell us about something tragic or like how or if I experience something bad, how I can walk out of it and on the other side and come out of it. And she's giving us no insight to that in her thing. She's just taking the
Well, her
bait.
walk away from disaster was like that her makeup was bad once, and now it looks good because a friend teased her. Like that was her trying to give us the insight. Her disaster was the makeup she did before.
But she did not tie it to the book. Like it felt like it felt like a separate story and not contribute. Like she didn't do a good job of hammering the title of her book so that we can link it to, oh, I can do that too, or that's how she did that. Like, and she like takes the bait of Matt Rogers and she just starts reading all the queens. And I think, but to the point though, people would share that clip and people would watch it a lot to see her being shady. So in her defense, she's getting a lot of people to see this interview about her book, but she could have injected more of things about her book so that it would like sell it better.
But the point of the interview wasn't to get publicity for your book. It was to do a good job like talking about your book. It wasn't like do something sensationalist and crazy. You could whip a titty out and people watch the interview. You know what I mean?
Well,
but I think that the issue. Yeah, we're talking about, but we're specifically referring to this challenge because they're obviously not really selling books. No one's selling a book. It's really just about like trying to do a good interview in regards to the book. And I think that the issue is they weren't looking for the people who are watching and don't want to know how you feel about the other girls. When we're reading your book, we want to know how you feel about yourself. That's what we want to know, not how you feel about your competitors. And I don't know why she brought up fucking Amanda again. Amanda's sitting at home minding her own business.
Because Matt Rogers prompted her for something like that. Like he said something.
But she did not have to pull Amanda's name out of Matt Rogers did not prompt her to say Amanda's name.
He didn't prompt her, but he said something about like other girls in the competition. I think that triggered PJ, someone who we all know she had a very tumultuous relationship with in the competition. So that was the name she's going to bring up. So I agree. In The Parameters of the Challenge, I don't think she did the things to like help sell the book and tell us like how she came from a plane crash and came out on the other side. But if this was a real RIL interview, a lot of people watching and probably get more clips.
Well, the plane crash is metaphorical. It's not an actual plane crash.
I know. It's like a bad thing happens to you, you can get out.
Oh, he kept saying plane crash. Like,
but that's the name of her book. Bitch, say the name of your book 19 times. Like, work it into something. Like, just keep on just saying it so we just hear it over and over and over again.
I think also during the photo shoot, RuPaul did not like her concept for her photo shoot. She was like, she wanted to be like, I'm broken, but also it wasn't really broken like her. She was put together, but just holding a shoe with a little bit of running mascara. Like, it wasn't giving like, it's not like her costume was singed and burned and ripped in half.
Right.
She was holding a shoe and had some running mascara. So I'm like, plane crash? It looks like you just lost the pageant and your feet hurt. It doesn't look like you just walked away from a plane crash. So I think that's why RuPaul was like, I don't want to see you holding this shoe, which to be honest made sense to me. If she would have had on some raggedy ass, maybe she would have cut up an old outfit and rubbed some black mascara on it to simulate ashes. That would have given more of the I survived a plane crash effect. There's this woman from Peru who survived a plane crash in the Amazon forest for like
I saw that.
For like 10 to 14 days. And she like busted blood vessels in her eyes. Like, it was crazy.
Yes, I saw that.
Isn't that wild?
That is crazy. If I was in, I don't think I have. I mean, again, fight or flight, maybe if it happened to me, I would come on the other side, but I don't.
I mean, she fell from the sky, was still in her seat, hit the ground, woke up. Her shit was off, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Bless you. Okay, now you're doing it for attention. So also, I really thought that Nymphia gave a perfect interview. It was so good. Everything about her interview was great. She opened about herself. She was a little bit silly, a scotch irreverent. She did a really good job for me.
I disagree. That's what was crazy to me. Like, I thought Nymphia's was going fine, and I like how she opened up. But again, I think she did not do the best job to me of tying it back to her book, right? Her thing was the art of letting go. So she talks about these like Western beauty standards, and we heard what her problems were. but she didn't tell. But it never in the interview didn't come across to me that she figured out how to let go of that. Like, because that's what her book is. Breaking Wind, the art of letting go. Like letting go of things and moving on is what I'm getting her book is about. But she told us about these Western beauty standards. I wish she would have told a thing of how she let go of that and how she's arrived to us now. And I think again, in what she was saying in the interview is that she's a work in progress, is what I'm getting. But the book is saying, "Bitch, I let go." So I think that was a disconnect for me. So that's why it didn't sell me 100% on Nymphia.
Maybe the letting go is part of acknowledging that you're still in the process. Because I don't think that trying to decolonize your mind in regards to Western beauty standards is a someone game. I don't think it is like, and I did it, and now I'm on the other side. Now I don't have fat phobia or anything in my brain anymore. I think it is a constant unlearning every single day. So I think it actually makes sense. And I'd be like, and now I'm on this side. It's like it is a constant learning.
Then I think the touch be of learning how to let go, like Breaking Wing, learning how to let go, like something like that. I think, but when you tell me letting go, that means you've let go of it. You've moved on from it. So I think changing it to Breaking Wing, learning how to let go, to me, that would have tied everything in for me, in my opinion.
Okay. So how do you feel about Saphira's interview?
Saphira crushed it. In my opinion, Saphira did the best interview. I think Saphira had a great, like, it was just it was really great for me. She started out with some fun bits. She got serious talking about Hanona, and then she worked the title back into the end and talked about the book some more. And then even at her last plug, like, make sure you buy my book. Like, in my opinion, Saphira had the best interview for me, the best one.
Saphira and Rue get along really well in their photo shoot as well. And I also love that I mean, later on, Rue was like, you reclaimed Sufoot. Like, bitch, reclaimed it from you. You the one that kept fucking making fun of my feet. You shaking like the slew foot was like, bitch, I reclaimed it from you, bitch. Which I don't know why that tickled me so much. I love the name of her book. I love the outfit. She looks really, really good in her outfit.
The cover looks so good.
I think the cover looks really good. I think that she did a great job. I agree. She did a really, really good job. And she also just looked amazing during the interview. I really think that she is honestly probably, for me, the most beautiful queen of the season. I think she's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it feels
stunning.
Gorgeous. Also, bitch, they have Albert Sanchez doing their photograph. Albert Sanchez is such a fucking dope photographer. He makes you look like $1 million trillion. And y'all don't know Albert Sanchez like photographs for Ru. I think for most of the promos we've seen of RuPaul, I don't know from what season, but for at least the last since season 10 at least, they've been Albert Sanchez.
Matthew stopped shooting. Matthew's last shots were season 8. I was shot by Matthew Anderson. So if you look at my promo, that is shot by Matthew Anderson. And I think season 9, I don't know who they use, but
season 10, it was from Albert. Albert Sanchez has been doing RuPaul since then. And Albert Sanchez has shot Bob, he shot me. He shoots Violet and Mick.
He took this picture of me and Monet, which was for the cover for our tour.
Oh, I don't think he did.
Jesus Christ, Monet! And then he took this photo of me in this beautiful red look.
And he took this photo of me in Vogue, darling.
This is your Oprah thing?
Yes.
Super. Did he shoot all the girls for Vogue?
No, just shot me.
Oh, you don't know? Are you sure he didn't shoot anyone else?
I'm positive he didn't shoot anyone else. He only shot me.
Work.
And then who else are we missing? Q. Didn't Q's makeup look a little weird, or was that just me?
I didn't. Well, I've always. Excuse me. Q's makeup is a little strange to me all the time because there's so much white in her makeup. I mean, like her eyebrows are big and she puts so much white, and that is usually a mark or indication of someone who's about to do big, crazy, Trixie style, fucking Rakim Sakura, kimchi style makeup, and then she does the smallest little eye on top of that, all that white and this giant eyebrow.
It is.
So I've always thought her makeup was interesting to me because she looks like someone who would paint bigger.
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 I think that with Q, again, I loved the really sentimental moment she had, but again, I think a missed opportunity to working, savoring, right? Why? Why
are you asking?
Nigga, why would you do that?
Why would you ask? I can do whatever I want to do. You like I just came in your house and fucking slapped you in the face.
That's rude to our listeners. That was a very high pitch.
It was not that high. Can we actually figure out when I go, that's higher than that.
It was pretty low. Let me see. I have relative pitch. Well, I used to have relative pitch. I mean, you can't lose it, but I think that was a G. I think that was a G.
I wouldn't know.
Wait, let me find out. We can find out right now. Oh my god, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna cry.
Do you have like a little pitch thing there with you or something?
Piano.
Oh, you have it on your phone.
Yeah, this was not a G.
Do. It's whatever dough is.
It's an
Yeah,
A.
it's A. I ate that. Dough. It's the whatever dough is, which is the A.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Bob,
relative pitch, baby.
Dough is not the dough moves around. I don't know what key you're in.
It's the beginning of the scale. It's the first. It's whatever that starts the scale, which is A. I ate that.
No,
Don't
A does not start. That's not how that
take
works.
my victory away. Don't try to take my victory away. You were wrong.
Incorrect. You're incorrect.
Don't try to take my victory away. I ate you up.
In A major or A minor, A is dough. If
your little music degree didn't help you.
A is la.
All I'm saying is your little music degree didn't help you.
Anyway,
your little bitty baby degree didn't help you.
Well, how about your degree? Oh,
it helped me. I was right. You were wrong.
Got it.
How about your school, which is no longer accredited, doesn't even stand anymore?
But I still have my motherfucking degree.
Your school is a parking. Your school is a parking lot. Degree.
I still got my motherfucking
Your school is a parking lot.
That's incorrect. The school is standing. That did not. Someone bought it.
They turned it into a Walgreens.
What about your school? Can you tell? Can we see your degree?
It's still standing and it's still accredited.
Can we see your diploma?
Yeah, it's still standing. It's still accredited. Your school is now.
Diploma, we can have a conversation.
Your school is now a 7-Eleven.
When you materialize the diploma,
when I go to your school,
conversation.
Where you got a degree, that's why I'm going to be picking up a Monster Energy drink.
I don't argue with bitches that don't got degrees,
honey. Where you got your degree? That's where I got this kombucha from.
When I don't argue with bitches that can't get degrees. Okay, get
honey,
a degree before you come for me, honey.
And first of all, your little sad arts degree from an art school, okay.
The one that you were trying to get that you couldn't finish, that one? Oh yeah. I'm happy about it though.
Hard to get, Monet.
I'm happy about it, honey.
Just remember one, you can still visit my school. It's still standing.
I don't think we can.
And you can still get a degree from there.
Though. I don't think we can call it your school.
Yeah, you could still.
Can we call it?
There's still faculty and staff.
Can you call it?
There's still faculty and staff there.
Didn't finish. Maybe you can. I don't know.
There's still faculty and staff there. I find that very interesting. Hold on, I think maybe this is my school calling. Let me see.
But how would you know them?
Hello. Yes, I would. Absolutely, I would love to send money to my school. I'll put the bags outdoor for him. Thank you so much. You can send them up. Bitch. Does your school beg for money too because they can't keep their doors open? Give me a second.
I don't think your school is calling you, baby, for funds. They call people who have degrees. Wait, what are you getting?
Now, check that with your busted broke school.
Back to my show.
Back to my school, which is still standing.
I don't think we could call it your school.
Clocked, honey.
Oh, wait. Have you seen it? Oh, I guess we'll get there. Q becomes the first person to be cut from the top 4 before the finale since Tisha Devane.
Yeah, I was going to say, when was the last time there was a top 3? I was hoping there'd be a top 3. There has not been a top 3 since my season of Drag Race. And I was almost positive.
Top 3 for 12.
What?
So I guess Q wasn't the top. Oh, was that the one with Cherry Pie? Sherry Pie?
So technically that was the top 3, but to be fair, she wasn't cut. She didn't get cut.
She was exercised.
She got disqualified. So there was a top 4, and then she got disqualified postseason. But there was a top 3 season 12.
Okay, let's talk about these runways. I think RuPaul looks cute. I love this dress.
Yeah, this was weird. I mean, this is a silhouette she does a lot. This big belt gown moment. I wish that Matt Rogers would have been on the judging panel. Like, it's like this guy came out of nowhere. I'm sure he's a big deal, but it seemed like it should have been Matt Rogers because Matt Rogers was there for the interview. It would have made more sense to me.
Well, Roland Farrow is an iconic interview subject and person, so that's why.
I'm sure he's great. It just seemed like it would have made more sense for it. Do what, Jacob?
Michelle looks like she's about to lip sync against Monet to Into You.
Michelle
she
looks
wearing
hot.
the?
I love this.
Yeah, she's wearing the outfit that Valentina slayed Monet in. Let's go on to
Ronan Farrow. I like Ronan Farrow's outfit. I would actually, honestly, I would wear this. I would absolutely wear this.
work.
I wouldn't wear
Um,
I would wear like a thong though, or a panty, not the boxer shorts. But I think Ronan looks hot.
let's go on to Nymphia Wind.
Wait, and T.S. Madison looks gorgeous. Maddie looks fabulous.
Let's go on to Nymphia Wind. Nymphia Wind is doing a Marie Antoinette look, which Michelle is over the Marie Antoinettes on the runway. She's had it with girls dressed, which there has been a lot of Marie Antoinette-age on the runway. There has been a lot of Marie Antoinette-age on the runway.
What's the most iconic one? I mean, my favorite one is still Raja season 3. Raja's Marie Antoinette was everything. Everything.
She did a very good job with it, yeah. She did a very, very good job with that one. I thought she did great. I mean, Raja did it, Detox did it, Maddie Morphosis did it. Obviously, she's done it, and I'm probably missing 3 more.
I'm sure. I think Nymphia looks good. I guess she wanted to find a way to work, because I mean, she could have done this silhouette with, and not necessarily made it Marie Antoinette, right? She didn't have to do the Marie Antoinette hair. It is you could reference that period and not make it Marie Antoinette. I don't know why Marie Antoinette is like the staple for queens.
Well, I think the point was to be Marie Antoinette. I don't think the point was to do the period without doing Marie Antoinette. I think the point was to be Marie Antoinette.
But why does Marie Antoinette have to do with fans? Like you can evoke like only Marie Antoinette.
Because Marie Antoinette carries a fan. Marie Antoinette carries a fan. It's like a thing. Yeah, she has like a little fan with her. It's like a.
But also, like Marie Antoinette's not the only person who wore these, who was a woman in that period who carried fans. I'm saying you can reference that period and not have to do the Marie Antoinette hair and reference Marie Antoinette. You can just wear that same outfit and just do.
I understand what you're saying, but the point was to be Marie Antoinette, because it's not just to be from that period. So the point, if you're going to do the Rococo over the top thing, you're gonna do the most famous one instead of just being some lady from that time. But also, a lot of them were doing their hair and dressing like this. So even if you're not doing Marie Antoinette, this is how they were doing their hair and dressing back then. So so there were other women dressing the same way at the time, but visually you would think it was Marie Antoinette because it was just the style they were doing with the big hair and the curls and the jewelry and the whole shebang. I think that drag queens do it because she's become like a camp cult figure, kind of like Cleopatra, kind of like a Joan of Arc. It's like she's like a camp cult figure in the world of costuming and wardrobe, because the iconography is so specific and tied to her.
But I also think like someone like Saphira, like, right, like if you or I were to do, like, we can make the hair and something that feels more culturally relevant to us, like do like a big afro or something. So maybe there was something in her culture, Taiwanese, that she could have done that to evoke all those same things, but give it a twist with the hair to make it a little fresher and newer, as opposed to just referencing Marie Antoinette again.
Well, she said that she did invoke her culture by using the fabric,
right? So you can do it in the hair too.
Okay, let's go on to Saphira Cristál. Saphira Cristál.
Wait, do you like the look? I like this look.
Nymphia, it's fine. I mean, it's not, of all the Marie Antoinettes, it's not my favorite. So I'm going to instantly compare it to a lot of the other Marie Antoinettes. I mean, I dress up like Marie Antoinette literally 2 to 3 times a week on the Madonna tour.
Wait, oh yeah, you do. Oh my God, you do. You do a Marie Antoinette look.
Yes, I do. So I mean, this look is fine. Like, it's not like jumping out at me. I don't think it's her best look. I don't think it's even in the top 4 of her best looks, to be honest. But the look is fine. Agree, yeah. To answer the question.
Yeah.
Saphira Cristál is doing this Roberto Cavalli look, which I did look it up because she told me to. Right there in the episode, she goes, look it up. And this is certainly a take on that look. I don't know how much I don't hate this look, but it's cute. I don't love it. That's what I mean. I don't love this look, but I love her hair and makeup a lot. But to be fair, I don't know how much I loved it when Roberto Cavalli did it either. So
I didn't look it up.
Or is it Robert Cavalli? I don't remember, but
it's Roberto Cavalli. Was it a recreation? Like he
just look it up. Roberto Cavalli fan dress. Roberto Capucci fan dress. Or Roberto Capucci the fan. It's not an exact recreation, but you'll see. The silhouette is very inspired by Roberto Capucci, who I just found out about.
Carpucci.
Do you see it?
I don't know how you Capucci.
Roberto Capucci, the fan. But while you look that up, I will say I do like the colors of this. I like the I love the Ankara fans and and this hair is just so amazing.
Oh,
I
I see
love
it.
this hair.
I see it now. Yeah, I love the hair a lot. I love the makeup. I think the dress is fine. I think what makes the Capucci one really stunning is how they have all these tones of red, pink, and maroon together that kind of play into how it cascades from the dress. So maybe she would have played with the blending more. Would have been a little more impactful because now it just looks like two fans stuck on the side as opposed to something that blends into the dress a little more. But I do think I think she looks good. Saphira does look good. It's not my
Yeah.
favorite Saphira look of the season, but she does look good.
Let's go into Plain
Let's go on to
Jane.
Plain
So
Jane.
this hair is what I'm talking about. This I like this hair. This hair just seems to if I mean I obviously I am comparing this to her book hair, but like seeing this hair and seeing that hair, I don't know why you would put that other hair on your head, to be honest. Like Plain Jane has some really great hair, and she has worn some great hair this season. So I understand the critique of her book hair. I think this look is absolutely great. I don't understand why down the line they were like, she's only half stoned. I was like, this looks completely stoned to me. And also, I have not clocked this oatmeal eyebrows thing that Q was talking about. I was like, I don't know that I've clocked this oatmeal eyebrow thing that not everyone, that Q's been going on a few times about on Plain Jane. But maybe it's because I'm just not close enough. Maybe it's something you got to be close enough to understand, to see. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they're saying the bodice is fully stoned, but the rest of the dress isn't stoned.
Maybe.
I think that's what they were referencing.
But it wasn't intended to be stoned.
Um,
It was. I think only the bodice was intended to be stoned. Maybe that's what she meant. But that seems intentional and smart. I think this look is beautiful. I think she looks amazing. I think that her hair looks great. The bodice looks great. This is a great look. She looks amazing.
I don't love the Isis swing fabric thing skirt. I don't think that looks. I don't like the choice of the. I get it why she did it, so it can look like fans, like that have been like unfurled or stretched out to make a thing. But I don't love that fabric. I wish it was just like regular whatever we use for that, organza or something, and find another way to incorporate
Like
the
a
fans. But
chiffon.
I don't love the fabric. Yeah, but the bodice looks great. And I love how she stoned the titties and the nipples, whatever. But I do not love the fabric.
Also, I want to go back to the makeup moments because I realized we went right over it. They are really giving Plain Jane the business while they're doing the makeup. They are like everyone's like collectively roasting Plain Jane in this moment. And I was like, Jesus, they're finally giving her back a little bit of her own medicine. And they're right. She likes to give it out, but she does not like when they do it to her, girl. She does not like that. And then I love
And
when
she
they start getting
deserves
onto
it for everything she done.
and then we start getting onto Nymphia, and then
Yeah.
Nymphia's like, they be shading us, and Q was like, shading me? Bitch, they talking about you. They was talking about you, they was not talking about me. Don't put me in this with you.
Very loud. Speaking of, let's go on to Miss Q de la Rouge. It's giving talas and tiaras.
I don't see talos and
Like,
tiaras from this
it's
one
giving talas and
just because of the
tiaras.
length of the skirt. The skirt is so short. So to me, this does give ballerina for me. I don't necessarily love this. I also don't know that I love Q in orange. I know that orange is a
Yeah,
good
I don't
color
know.
for this hair color and for this. I don't know. But the look is
I don't love
is
this
this
look.
fan on her
I
back
don't love
supposed
it.
to be higher?
I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't love this.
Like, is the
I
fan
don't.
supposed to be laying flat like that?
I don't think so. Q is I'm sure she could have. I think she's supposed. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I know I don't like it. I don't like the thing in the hair, like these like layers in the pigtail thing. I think that looks. I don't like this hair. I just don't like the hair. I don't like the dress. I'm not into it.
So let's get into the judging. So during the judging, they didn't really like Q's book cover or the name, but they thought her interview was good. They enjoyed her interview. So it is not looking good for Q. It's just not looking good for her.
Yeah, it's not looking good for her. What is that right? Oh, we didn't talk about the Nymphia pussy fire thing. Well, we kind of talked about it earlier, but yeah, I'd agree. I didn't like that look was completely fine without the pussy thing. I think it was like a little gag for her to be like, "Oh, this is funny." But I kind of like the banana the first episode. I don't think it was needed or essential or further the narrative of her story anymore. Maybe if there was a cake on there, no, it would have been stupid too. But yeah, I think that fire was unnecessary, but I think the judges, they didn't comment about it, so maybe they liked it, but I didn't think it was necessary at all.
They commented on it. They commented how much they loved it. Actually, Maddie was like, "I loved it," and then everyone else was like, "Yeah, we loved it too."
Got it. Not funny.
I just think it was vulgar in a way that's not funny to me. Not saying that vulgarity can't be funny, but this one was not funny. There are certain kinds of humor that I'm just like, that's not my style of humor. But obviously, it spoke to someone clearly.
Yeah.
And they really loved Nymphia's interview. They really loved Nymphia's book. They really loved her cover. And I agree with everything. I think Nymphia deserved to win this week's challenge, in my opinion.
So interesting. I would have given it to Sapphira. I just thought Sapphira's interview was really well done. Like if you're doing like the 3 stages of the interview of the process, I guess it's just really 2 things. We don't read whatever they wrote, like the cover and the interview. I think Sapphira and Nymphia both have really strong covers, so I would call that a wash. And
well, it
for
seems
the
like
runway,
when you were covering the covers, you didn't have any critiques for Nymphia's cover, but you had a small critique for Sapphira's.
yeah, but that's like a minor thing for me. I don't think that I think they're both still really good. Like I'm looking at both of them right now. I think Nymphia looks amazing, and I think they both look really good. So I would say it's even. And then for the runways, you know what? You could justify either of them. They both did the same to me on the runway and same to me on the book cover. So, but interview. Sorry, that's where interview. Sapphira was, in my opinion, it was better than everyone else's. I just really enjoyed Sapphira's interview. I thought it just covered and did all the things. So that's why I would give it to Sapphira.
She did have a very good interview. I love when RuPaul said, "You didn't come to slay, you came to slew." That really tickled me.
That was very funny.
And then, so during this is what I see in Untucked and in this moment right here before the lip sync. So Nymphia wins the challenge, and the bottom 2 are playing Jane and Q. And Q is like, "I deserve to be in the finale," but I'm like, "Do you just think you deserve to be in the finale over playing Jane? And if you do, why?" Like, I don't understand what you think about your run versus playing Jane's run merits you being in the finale over playing Jane, who has been one of the 2 largest forces in the season.
Yeah,
in my opinion. And then we'll talk more about Untucked. We'll talk more about Untucked. They lip sync to a Tina Turner song that I've actually never heard before.
I ain't never heard this one. No, I've never heard this song,
I
girl.
liked it.
It is. I ain't never done this song.
Honey, Jane took that outfit off like she was about to buck, and she didn't do anything. I thought she was about to go ham the way she got undressed. I was like, oh, she went down to the Capizio. She about to let these girls have it. And then she just walked around. I said, okay. Okay. Sure, Jane.
Yeah, I think they both did the same in this runway. I mean, in this lip sync, but obviously PJ has done a way better job than Q this season, and PJ rightfully wins because she deserves to stay.
I think that Plain Jane beat Q fair and square. I think that, I don't think that she like crushed her and annihilated her and crushed her to earth, but I do think that she beat Q in this lip sync. But that's just because Q is just a little awkward, and when she doesn't know what to do, she's kind of like does this stiff body thing where she just like puts her arms out and like she just isn't as fluid with her body. You know what I mean? What do they call it? Rickety crickety bones, the Plain Jane? The rickety crickety bones did whatever they said about her during the makeup, did do Jane justice. I think that Jane is a little more secure in her body when lip syncing on stage. And I think Q is a little more secure when in the designing area, you know?
Yeah, I disagree. Neither of these 2 queens are like stellar lip syncs. I think they both did a mid and okay job.
I did not say anyone was stellar. I said that Plain Jane beat Q.
Yeah, and I didn't see that. I feel like they both were like pretty like the same to me, honestly. But you know, if Q would have won, I would have been like, what? That's crazy. You know?
So we're considering track record. That's crazy.
No,
That's
I'm
crazy.
saying for this lip sync.
What about for track record though? Because you mentioned
Anyway.
it earlier. Because Q's been doing better. Because Plane's been doing better in the season.
Yeah.
So you consider the track record?
Yeah, for this one, yeah.
So Q goes home, and for a second, I think she's going to keep Q, but she did not. She let her walk all the way to the back of the stage and walk off.
Yeah, they
Say
did that. They did that with the music. They got us because the camera cuts to Saphira. Saphira's like, and then you hear like a dung, literally for like a split second. Then she goes, "I'm sorry, my dear, sashay away." I was like, they better edge the audience. These motherfucking editors are getting an Emmy again this season because that was good. They faked me out too.
And she hit him with a qua at the end. Her exit line was qua.
Yeah, get it. I think she should have said, "Why?" But that's just me.
Because it's a letter?
Yeah.
I think that's what she was trying to say.
I get it. But she just said, "Why?" That's just me.
So Monet, who do you think is gonna win? Wait, let's check the internet. Who is in the lead on the RuPaul's Drag Race Instagram? Jake,
Oh, it's gonna be Nymphia. I'm gonna
You think it's gonna be Nymphia?
I don't think they posted yet. I think they're waiting till a little bit later.
You think so?
I think so. Nymphia has the biggest following online.
Oh yes, not.
Saphira also got shadow banned, so hers is, I think, like
is it on
less
the Twitter?
than usual, but it's not necessarily because of.
No, it's not out yet.
I thought they usually posted on the day of the episode. That they used to back in the day anyway.
Well, I think we have this, and then there's still that. Then there's the reunion. Also,
Yeah, that's
so
interesting.
I think they might post it right before the finale.
So we will keep you all posted on who gets the most votes on the online. Monet thinks it's going to be Nymphia. I think that the fans like Nymphia, but they are aware that Saphira should win. It seems to be a pretty general consensus that Saphira should win this season, which I think is true.
Yeah, but I think that in terms of like when we see like the tweets and whatever and the retweets and who has the most, it's gonna be Nymphia. Nymphia has almost like 400,000 followers online. Which is the most of the season. Oh, she passed that. She has 410,000 followers this season.
Wonderful. And who's the next?
Saphira
Plain Jane, probably?
Or Dawn. Saphira has 136.
Dawn has 259.
And Plain Jane has 227.
I didn't know that Dawn was crushing like that.
Yeah.
You think it's because of like her unique Bambi aesthetic?
Maybe.
I mean, she's a pretty unique queen. So I mean, there's no need to overanalyze why people like her. All right. So next week there's going to be a lip sync Lollapalooza to find out who's going to win $50,000. And then after that, we're going to find out who is going to be crowned America's Next Drag Superstar, and we will be we'll get a beautiful step down look from, of course, the beautiful
Sasha Colby.
gorgeous
Oh yeah,
Sasha
I forgot
Colby.
about that. Well, you know, it's not an in theater finale. They do it at Drag Race this year. Isn't that crazy?
What do you mean at Drag Race? Like
the
All
finale
Stars?
is done on it's like on the main stage. It's not at a theater.
Because they were filming it during the writer's strike and the actor strike, so production, they were nervous about what it was going to look like.
No, that's not why. That's not why.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's what I heard. Never mind.
Yeah, that's not why.
Do you want to?
Can we say why, or can we not say
why? Well, I can say why. Well, yeah, because the show is really sick and tired of leaks. Like for the past like 3 years, like there've been a grainy footage of the final two getting crowned and like showing the multiple endings in the show. Apparently, they were tired of that, so they're doing it like back at thing. Allegedly, I don't know if that's true. That's what I had heard, but.
Well, we're going to find out in about 2 weeks who is going to be the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16. I think it should be Saphira Crystal, in my opinion. Who do you think it should be?
I think it should be Saphira, but I would not be mad at Plain Jane one. I think Plain Jane has done a really great job this season. This was her first time in the bottom, her first stumble, really, and she's just done a stellar job this season. So I want Saphira. I won't be mad if PJ wins.
All right, if you want to watch watch our reviews on Untucked and also other Drag Race drama and news and current events, you can see us over on our Patreon. You can go to siblingrivalry.com/support, or you can go to Google and type in Sibling Rivalry Patreon, and you will see us there. All right, bye everyone.
Bye, y'all. See y'all on the Patreon.